Welcome to the Lotus Goddess Divine Love. Hi everyone, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Welcome back everyone. Welcome if you're new to my channel. I do Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Twin Flame Journey Charm readings. Now let's begin, and just keep in mind that this is a general reading. So I've already pulled out the charms. Let's see what messages come through today. This divine masculine's feeling really guilty about your relationship, the way that they treated you. They feel that you deserve a lot more than what they gave to you. You deserve a better life. You deserve a lot of love, respect. They feel like they didn't give you enough. They wish that they had given more to your relationship. I see here that they they know that they feel very guilty because they feel like they played with your emotions, and they didn't want to admit it, but they were very out of balance at the time. There was a lot of things that they were experiencing where they didn't genuinely um, feel either like committed, like they didn't feel as committed as you were to the relationship, or they were not loyal to the connection. So they may have been talking to someone else as well, but I'm getting here that they were not balanced. There was no balance here. There was no stability in your relationship. So whatever the case may be, this divine masculine feels that they should have given you a lot more. When they were in a relationship with you, they should have just focused on you. They didn't focus on your relationship. Their mind was occupied by different things. It looks like they kept losing focus. So even when you talk to divine masculine, even if you met divine masculine, whenever you were hanging out with them or talking to them, you may have noticed that they were not fully there. Like they were not fully engaged, or they were not, like, meaning that they were not in that conversation with you. Like they were not paying attention. They were not really involved as much. And you may have wondered, like, why is masculine's mind always wandering, or why are they not listening, or why are they not getting what I'm saying? It's because this masculine was not fully in that relationship at the time, like with you. And they know that. They know that. And that time, I don't think they did it on purpose. They didn't even realize what they were doing. It's just because they were not paying attention, because it was not as important to them as it should have been. So, like, say if you were at a get together, right? And then this person starts talking to you, and it's like it's like you don't really feel a connection with this person. Like they're talking to you and you don't even know what they're talking about, and you have no interest in what they're saying. And the conversation's going, you're like nodding your head, you're saying, yeah, I understand, and things like that, but you're not really listening to all the details of that conversation. That's what this masculine did with you. And it's because they were not fully in that relationship with you. They were not fully invested. They didn't really appreciate the time and the energy, the effort, the communication, the things that you were sharing with them. They didn't pay attention to any of that, because their mind was wandering off. Their mind was not focused. Their mind was elsewhere. And they see that now. It's like, I should have given more time to you. I should have been present, basically. And you may have noticed also, like, say when you two were, if you two were like meeting in person, you may have noticed masculine maybe was like on their phone, or like busy, like on their phone and talking to you and on their phone, while your phone is down on the table, and they're not like giving much eye contact, or they were talking to you but it was like on and off and then checking their phone again. Like, you notice these things is because this masculine was not fully there. They were not in that moment with you, and now they're realizing, it's like, I should have put my phone away. I should have put it off, and I should have just stared into Divine Feminine's eyes and have this really, like, really experience the moment with Divine Feminine, like something that would be memorable. It's like they kind of remember bits and pieces here and there. It's like they remember hanging out with you, they remember certain things of a conversation, but they don't remember the details of it. It's because they were not fully present. It's like I wish I had been fully present when I had that moment with Divine Feminine, when I was with Divine Feminine. Like, why didn't I can't go back in time. I can't relive those moments again. I can't experience that moment again with Divine Feminine. It's like I should have really taken care of the connection that time. And they really feel like they have wasted an opportunity to get to know you better, to understand how important the relationship was to them. Like they feel like if I had spent quality time with Divine Feminine where I would have gotten to know them more better, it's like maybe we wouldn't have separated. Maybe I wouldn't have felt bored or like not interested anymore. Or maybe I wouldn't have been distracted, or maybe I wouldn't have been pulled away in different directions. It's like if I had only put Divine Feminine as priority that time, it's like I would still be today with Divine Feminine. So they feel you deserved a lot more. They feel like they didn't give you enough, and they want to give you more. It's like now it's like, is there a chance for me to make up for lost time? Is there a chance for me to make up for those moments where I didn't really appreciate at that time? It's like I wish I can relive those moments again. So I see here that there's a lot of emptiness, and you could probably see on the trade too. There's a lot of empty spots on this in this reading, and this is masculine feeling like there's a lot of things that I could have experienced with Divine Feminine, and I didn't use that time wisely. I didn't see it as a precious moment at the time. It's like I can't go back in time. I cannot, like, that is that they feel like that time was lost, and they blew it. It's like I had an opportunity to do what I could. I had an opportunity to experience what I can in that relationship, and I didn't do it. And I see here that some cases they just, like, they were in a rush for some reason. I see something about a rush. So whoever this resonates for, I'm going to share this with you. I see something here. So if you two were dating like in person, right? Like not long distance relationship, it won't apply to long distance, okay? So if you met your masculine in person, you two were hanging out, for some reason you always felt like the meetings were like short, or they left, or it's like you wanted to hang out more, but it's like no, they had to go. Or it's like there was always some reason, like, oh, I have to go, I have appointment, I have to go, I have work tomorrow. Oh, I have to go because this happened, that happened, blah, blah, blah. The excuses keep going on and on. And I see here that they know what they did. They, at the time, for them, it was not a big deal. They liked doing that because they felt like whatever they were doing afterwards was more fun. Like they thought that the time that they spent with you was like, okay, I need to. It's like, they felt like they have to do it for some reason. Like it was part of what a relationship is. They felt like I have to go out with Divine Feminine and spend some time, but they didn't enjoy it as much as they should have, right? So what they did was, it's like when they left, it's like whatever they did after your, like, for example, your date, they had more fun in doing the other things. It's like they didn't really enjoy the moment because they were not there. They were not present. So they made plans afterwards. They would just leave, and I see here that when they left, they enjoyed other things that they were doing without you. And this thing, it's I feel kind of sad reading this part of the reading, because it looks like that they didn't really appreciate Divine Feminine at all. And when they hung out with Divine Feminine, it's like, okay, I have to go and hang out with Divine Feminine today. otherwise this and this, or it's like, oh, the whole week is almost gone, I need to call divine feminine because that means we haven't spoken to each other this week. Like, they were not making time for divine feminine here. It's like whatever little space they had, it's like, okay, I'm gonna give this chance to divine feminine. Like, for some reason they felt like they're doing you a favor. It's like, I'll give divine feminine the Friday afternoon, but the rest of the week I'm busy doing other stuff that's more appealing to them at the time. Like, they were like bored because they didn't even like bored. I'm saying this because that's what I'm seeing here. They felt bored with being with divine feminine because they were not there. They were not present. They didn't appreciate divine feminine or the relationship. And of course they got bored because you're not making that connection, right? Not you, divine feminine, but divine masculine. Like, divine masculine was not making the connection. So what do they expect? Of course they're going to get bored if you're not trying, if you're not making an effort. And I see that this divine masculine, why are they still meeting divine feminine at the time? Well, they knew, this is intuitive knowing. They knew that there's something very unique about you, but yet they didn't appreciate the uniqueness within you. Like, they saw that you were different, but they didn't accept that difference, that uniqueness. So it wasn't until after that this divine masculine is like, oh, I should have spent that time. I should have spent my time wisely. It's like, I can't go back now. And imagine, like, say if this is like 10 years ago, for example, if this is like 10 years ago, that means this masculine was 10 years younger, right? It's like now it's like, when they look back, it's like, oh, I had an opportunity to do so many things. We could have done so many things together, and experience, life together. It's like now 10 years has passed. They're 10 years older. It's like, wow, I'm not the way I used to be. It's like, I don't feel like as energetic anymore to like travel the world or to go for hikes or anything like that. Like, they feel like there's something that they cannot do. I'm just giving an example about hikes and stuff, but you know what I mean. Like, they feel like 10 years has gone. It's like, wow, I can't live that exciting life where I could have experienced so many things with divine feminine. It's like, I really blew it. It's like, now if we were to reconnect, it's like the lifestyle that they would have liked to experience with somebody special, it's like they could have experienced that with you, but they blew it. Like, they wasted time. And it's like now they're like, oh, I I can't get that time back. I can't go back in time. It's like divine feminine didn't get as much as I could have given to the relationship. And there's a little bit of guilt here because they feel like they've given a lot more to other people than to you. And this is following your relationship as well. So after you two went into separation, this divine masculine gave more energy, more of like, was it, not connections, like, they gave more to whatever. Okay, so when they met someone else after you, they gave more attention to that relationship. They gave more of their time and energy to that relationship. And they feel like, I didn't even give an effort to our relationship, meaning that with divine feminine. I didn't give any effort to um the relationship I had with divine feminine. But for other people who didn't deserve it, I gave so much more. So that guilt is there. This masculine knows that they were wrong. And divine feminine, you gave a lot. And I see here that you gave a lot, but you never complained. You never asked for anything more. You accepted whatever divine masculine gave, and you were patient. Like, I see that you were patient. Like, you trusted them, you loved them, you appreciated them, and when whatever they gave, you felt like that's all they could give at the time because of the stupid excuses. Sorry, I said stupid, but that's what I get. I feel like they are excuses that this masculine made, like, to avoid spending time with divine feminine here. Divine feminine, you gave so much to masculine in this reading. Like, I see that you gave so much, but you were never bitter about it. And they thought you would be. They thought you would be. And they feel that you might be, but it's not that. It's like you wish that they had appreciated you. That's what I see here. Like, you wish that they had known what they had. And they did lose a lot. They missed out on a lot. Divine Feminine, you know how much that could have that you two could have had in this life. Like you knew how much, like, I don't think to what extent, but it's more of like you knew it would have been a beautiful life. But this Divine Masculine, they had no clue. And that's why it hurt you a lot, knowing that you could have had a beautiful life together, right? It's like this masculine didn't see that, and you thought, like, how can they not see it? How can they not see what I see? And being the counterpart that was more aware at the time of your connection, you knew that you two being together, that you two would have a beautiful life together, like not only like, you know, day-to-day life, but you would have grown, you would have evolved, you would have learned, you would have shared, and you would have built like not only an empire, but I feel like you would have done a lot for other people as well. Like I see that you would have been the ultimate power couple. But you were so patient with Divine Masculine, and you appreciated the things that you did receive. But I see that Divine Masculine didn't do their best, and you never complained, you never said anything, you didn't want to hurt their feelings, and you were very patient. You thought that maybe Divine Masculine will do this later, like maybe later on we would experience other things together, or maybe Divine Masculine will eventually um, change or improve, and you didn't want to push them, or you didn't push, meaning like you didn't want to give any type of pressure, right? You just went with the flow. But this Divine Masculine, they did all this on purpose. Like they had no intention to try. Like they didn't have any intention to put in the effort. But they felt something. That's why they felt that the soul knows. This masculine knew that there's this strong connection between you two, but consciously this masculine was not aware to what extent. Like they didn't know how precious of a connection that they had with you. That's why they didn't treat you the way that you deserved to be treated at the time. And now they acknowledge it because this masculine has grown over time. There's changes here, transformation here. And now they realize it, and there's guilt here. It's like I should have paid more attention. I should have given more to Divine Feminine. Like I didn't do much. And they are surprised. They are shocked that even during that time, it's like even I was not that much of a giver, and I didn't really give much to the relationship. And Divine Feminine never complained even once, like never said anything. They are amazed at how quiet you were. Like it's like I knew I was doing things wrong. I knew I was in the wrong, but I never heard Divine Feminine complain or say anything. And that makes them they feel really sad because there's that guilt there. It's like they feel even worse. It's like that's how nice of a person Divine Feminine is. It's like they never pushed me, they never pressured me, they never made me feel like I was giving less, but they only showed appreciation. They only let me see how much they loved me, how much they respected me, and they feel like they took advantage of that. They feel like they took advantage of your kindness. This masculine wants to make up for it. They feel like you deserve a lot more. They want to make things right. I do see Divine Masculine in this reading as single, and I see Divine Feminine as single. You two are in single season in this reading. And now when they're thinking this way, they're thinking, is there a chance for us to be together? They're thinking about it. I don't see movement here though, but they're thinking about it. They want to make it up to you. It's like for lost time, for the things that they didn't do for you. This masculine is in love with Divine Feminine. They have changed to some point, and they feel like you deserve all the happiness in the world. And it's like they feel that they can give that happiness to you. They don't want someone else giving you happiness. I see, I see, like, it's like they feel like they're the only ones who can give you the happiness. Divine Feminine, you have created your own happiness, right? But this masculine feels like, I want to give all the good things to Divine Feminine in this world. I don't want someone else giving anything to Divine Feminine. I want to be the one. They feel like they want to feel like needed. That's what it is. It's like they want to feel needed, and they want to feel like they have given their all, like they want to make up for it. So this is the reading for today. I hope you like this reading. If you like this reading, please subscribe to my channel, give a thumbs up, and thank you all for watching. Have a beautiful day. Bye everyone.